Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of RPPR, also known as Role Playing Public Radio, also known as any award-winning radio show. I am Blanket. I am God's favorite princess and most interesting girl in the world. And today we are playing yet another episode of Drow and Dracoliches. I'm just going to ballpark it and say this is episode 14 because I don't want to look at the list. I assume it is. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. If you all, my lovely players, could introduce yourselves in Discord order and remind us who your character is, that would be great.
I'm Faye. I'm playing Rushk, and I just got fucking arrested. What the fuck?
I'm Rachel. I'm playing Daelia and Valsa, new patroness as of more recent sessions, and continuing to be a good little magical sugar baby.
Hi, I'm Lydia. I am playing Xastra Telarr, fallen Drow Paladin of Eilistraee, and I got told I don't get to go back to Eilistrae's service.
Yay!
Definitely not feeling normal about that.
So
Your God
sad.
protected you!
What?
Speaking of people in terrible positions, I would like to start today's session picking back up with Rushk. But before I do that, could someone please give us a rundown of what happened last session to remind everybody what we're doing?
Yeah. Alright. So we got back to Waterdeep. What the fuck? Daggett Neverember is a huge dick.
Okay.
Rushk got arrested.
Yep.
I got rejected by my goddess. I think Daelia cuddled with her handler again, maybe.
Yeah, cuddled.
Yes. Cuddled.
Yeah.
Nothing bad just happened to Daelia.
I'm putting air quotes around cuddled 4 times.
Yeah.
What actually happened last session?
Alright, so we got back to Waterdeep via teleportation, thanks to Vajra Blackstaff, who was 100% the fucking MVP of the trip to Dareleft. And as soon as we teleported in, everybody was really not cool about it. We got basically stopped by Waterdeep Customs. They accused us of not being who we say we are. We had to undergo investigations. The Flaming Fist mercenaries are infesting Waterdeep like some kind of black mold. There is also now a plague in Waterdeep, which is not ideal. The plague has been blamed on our little dudes that came to Waterdeep, the Meeks, I think. And let's see here. Lateral Silverhand is fucking dropping the ball, like, in fucking ways that I never thought possible. Daggett Neverember continues to be a fucking prick. Daelia experienced a tasteful fade to black with Cineral Bainra. Winter almost definitely certainly did not cry during recording when Eilistraee told her that she could no longer be a paladin of Eilistraee. And then Rushk went back to her clinic and got arrested and fucking pat down in front of her fucking assistant and carted off to jail.
Not a lot happened last episode.
No, not
Very little happened.
no. Yeah.
Very little.
So, all right, let's
I
set
remember
the
the
scene.
thing.
Let's set the scene for where we are. So, Rushk, you're in the prison of Waterdeep. This is near between the Castle District and the Market District. They have a building that mostly just houses the city guard, or like training facilities for the city guard. And they have a structure that goes down into the ground beneath Waterdeep, and it is more or less referred to as the Hole, because as we all know, crime in Waterdeep is punished by being thrown into the infinite dungeon beneath Waterdeep. And by dungeon, I of course mean the thing that you crawl, like full of monsters and mad wizards and multiple mad wizards actually, and like alchemical experiments and all that kind of things. So depending on the severity of the crime, you get tossed into various levels. So imagine, if you will, basically like a rough-hewn little circle, more or less, that some stairs go down into. And in the walls of this circle are various cages holding people that we've talked about. Mop is in here. Some of the Fairweather family is in here. And in the center-ish of the room, surrounded by a helpful rope guide to make sure that the city guard doesn't fall in, are just various chutes that go down into the earth. And they end up on specific levels of the infinite dungeon beneath Waterdeep. So you can hear noises bubbling up from these shafts as you're just trapped underground in the most chaotic part of what is happening to Waterdeep right now. So
you just
Rushk,
take a second to acknowledge how fucked that is as any kind of system of a city that purportedly believes itself to be good aligned. That is so
It's very fucked. It's really fucked.
So many levels.
It is exceptionally fucked up.
why
It
would we
takes the
worry about a
concept-
judiciary system? We have the ability to judge good and evil with a spell.
Oh my god. It's truly, it takes the concept of an oubliette to a truly new level.
Okay, if you're worried about this, just find a masked lord, the people that are faceless and nameless and cannot be located, and just ask them to,
Intervene.
your sentence at the next meeting.
You're right. I mean, really, you don't have anything to worry about so long as
Yeah.
you're not doing anything wrong.
Obviously.
Layril Silverhand is a member of the Harpers, and we all know that the Harpers are super good people, right? So she can't be doing anything wrong, and the Waterdeep functions as intended. I don't know what to tell you. This is clearly a democracy.
Oh my fucking god. Anyway,
So
I'm in
rude.
prison.
Sitting on your ass in this dusty stone. There's not really in the way of furniture because you're not expected to be here for very long. They kind of
Oh, so it's just
turn out
fast.
sentence and then drop you whole.
Okay. Is there, there's no trials or anything?
Why would we need trials? We have detect lies and detect good and evil and all of these D&D spells that you can use to determine morality. Why would we need a judiciary system?
Oh my god.
Listen, if somebody said they caught you stealing, how do I know that you're not a thief? Right? This is just how crime works. Ostensibly.
I'm gonna go viral. That's it.
So you're sitting here where two members of the city guard have come down on their own to accost you. And of course, one lifted his helmet to reveal the fact that he's a member of Xanathar's gang. This is fucking Salad Ripper Thornmug, the human thug that you owe a favor to. And he has just told you that he's here to call that in.
Wasn't he a dark elf or something? Or a drow, rather?
No, he's just a dude. Yeah, he's just a dude.
Dude.
Yeah, just a guy.
Oh yeah, I have him written down here as crappy thief. Promised my services.
He's a little. He just infiltrated the city guard and got into what constitutes their prison. I don't think he's a crappy thug. I think he's an accomplished thug.
All right. Accomplished thug.
Yeah. So he's mean mugging you, and he's like, "I've got a job for you, and you can't really refuse."
Rushk is looking severely disinterested. I guess first off, I assume the other guard is with him.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to remind you that I am presently incarcerated.
Yes, and we both know that means very little to someone of your stature.
Rushk tips her head. So, what do you need? No need for preamble.
In about 30 minutes, there's going to be a former member of the city guard. They're going to toss him right next to the cell next to you. I want you to take him. I want you to bring him to Skullport. No issues. Understand?
You want me to rescue a member of the city guard?
Oh, no, not really rescue. You see, he owes us something, intending to cash that in.
I see. Well, if you could get in here so easily, why not break him out yourself?
Do I look like I brought stuff to break somebody out with? Rushk, I've seen your resume, all right? I know if even half the things I've heard are true, then we're going to be fine.
Of course. I owe you. I have No grounds on which to bargain, but perhaps you'd be willing to listen to or open negotiations on another favor.
I mean, I believe myself to be a man of business, so
There will be
by
a
all
family.
means.
There will be a family called the Fairweathers in need of protection. Very shortly. Would Xanathar be able to offer shelter for them?
You're asking me to smuggle some people.
I am not sure if smuggle is the correct word yet. We'll have to see what avenues are open to us once we have had a chance to speak.
I could probably arrange something. I could have their transfer get lost somewhere. What does Xanathar stand to gain from it?
Another favor from the, as you pointed out, oh so illustrious Rushk.
2 favors. All right, you make good on this one. I'll make sure that this Fairweather family gets somewhere nice and unheard of.
Much appreciated, Salad.
Now listen, make sure that this guard doesn't get too roughed up, all right? I need what's in his head. It's very important, very valuable.
So long as he can talk, then.
Long as he can tell us what he knows.
All right. That's all I really need to know. You'll see me in Skullport. When did you say the guy was getting here?
About an hour.
You'll see me in Skullport before the sun goes down.
All right. It's good to know. And he pops his helmet back down, and he and his crony fuck off. About an hour later, you hear the sound of footsteps of a great collection of people heading down into the little holding area. You kind of have a decent view for where you is, because again, it's like a semicircle. And 2 members of the city guard are holding what looks like to be a 3rd member of the city guard. You assume this must be the mark that you've been told about. But what you don't expect is the handful of guards and the charismatic asshole behind him.
Oh no.
Following this man
Daggled
into the holding
Neverember.
cells is Daggled goddamn Neverember.
Fucking damn it.
And he looks so fucking smug to see you in a holding cell. It's like he came down here to visit you on purpose.
Of course. Of fucking course he did. I'm sure he's the fucking reason I'm arrested. Laeral didn't seem to have a fucking problem with me.
Well, you know how it is. He takes his time striding over to your cell. He has to step out of the way as Mop tries to spit on him.
Go up.
Mop had longer hands. Mop would be throwing them. And he and his 4 cronies place themselves outside your shell. And I think the expression that would best describe Daggled Never right now is leering. Leering down at you.
I imagine I'm sitting on some sort of turned over bucket.
Something like that, yeah. Well. If it isn't Dr. Rushk.
I give no indication that I have noticed him or that he is worth my attention.
These rather unbecoming commendations for a doctor, wouldn't you say? Although, of course, I think we both know of your other profession.
I audibly sigh.
Come now, Rushk. I don't like to bring up the past, but, many people have heard of Duke Silvermane, Duchess Bronstone, the Archwizard Susan Bono.
And your point is?
My point is, Rushk, for someone of your abilities and talents, being stuck down here for however many hours you have before they push you into a hole doesn't really suit you, does it?
I don't think you have the slightest idea what suits me.
Rushk, I know that you are a capable revolutionary, an accomplished terrorist. All I'm asking is that you apply those talents to eliminating a unjust regime.
Rushk laughs. Rushk, it starts small and slow, and then it's like a fucking belly laugh. And which regime would that be?
The tyrant Laeral Silverhand, of course. Can you not see what state Waterdeep is in while she does nothing?
Daggle, you're such a good liar that you fool even yourself sometimes, don't you?
I would hardly call myself a liar, merely a statesman.
Have you considered stand-up? I think that you would make a killing.
Rushk, I have no desire to be a bard. I'm merely asking you to help me defend the democracy of Waterdeep.
I have no interest in anything you could offer me, Daggled.
Really?
Yes.
What if I told you that there was a way to overturn the closed lord system? A way to discover just who among the city is actually picked for leadership?
I wouldn't trust you with that information.
You don't have to trust me. You can get it straight from the source. He waves his hand, and they bring over the mark that you're supposed to be getting out of here. Do you see this man? Sergeant, offer your name. Holgrim, sir. Excellent. This is the Herald. You see, Herald here happened to stumble upon a secret that he really should not have access to, and so it is my job now to dispose of him. But, you know, one man's trash is another's treasure, and why would I throw away such a perfectly useful tool? He says, patting the man on the head. You see, I intend to use this information to expose the masked lords and set a true open democracy in place in Waterdeep, but one that won't unjustly oust a compassionate leader such as myself.
You're planning a coup.
No, Rushk, I am planning the continued safety and defense of all of the Sword Coast.
That's just semantics. We're both talking about the same thing, but from different perspectives. In my opinion, you're a tyrant. In your opinion, you're a savior.
Is there nothing I can do to change your point of view?
Not from where I'm sitting right now.
That's a pity. Well, I'd say level 7 is probably good enough for you. Someone will be by to deal with you in the hour. Meanwhile, simply put, Hargrath right over there, and let's find somewhere less depressing to be, shall we?
See you soon, Mr. Neverember.
I certainly hope not, Rushk. So he and his guards stomp off. They throw your mark into a cage, and they leave you be.
Yep.
Let's let Rushk think on that a while. Daelia and Xastra, which one of you wants to go next?
Xastra, if you want to go, I don't have any immediate idea of what I'm going to do next.
Oh, it was muted. Sorry. I suppose I can go next.
Okay. What is Xastra up to? What is Xastra trying to get done right now?
I think probably off screen, she's updated everyone on the political situation in Daelia.
Everyone? Who specifically are we updating?
Leadership of the Church of Eilistraee.
Oh, okay. So everybody important to you.
Yeah,
not
everyone
like
important to
Laeral
me.
Silverhand and stuff. Okay.
No, I don't mind Laeral Silverhand. I don't think she needs to know about this.
Okay. So the Church of Eilistraee, of course, tells you that they would be happy to ferry goods to Dereleft, as you know, being a bunch of Drow. They are competent at navigating the Underdark, but they do need you to supply those goods. Like they can be bodyguards and stuff for traders headed down to Dereleft, but they don't actually have, you know, income necessarily of their own.
Okay.
The Church of Eilistraee does not have business operations established in Waterdeep.
That makes sense. I'll probably need to find Brash Vandal again.
Brash Vandal is probably somewhere, yes.
Yeah. And then what else does I need to do? I probably should talk to someone about my relationship with the church going forward.
Oh.
Yeah, so you talk to your former spiritual advisor.
Yes.
And I assume you tell her about the conversation you had with Eilistraee. Very sympathetic. And she says, you know, like the goddess sometimes has very difficult paths for our feet to tread, but they will all bring us closer to a better future for the Drow. So That's something you have to stay focused on in times like this.
Of course.
She says that while after what's happened, she can't really consider you a member of the Church of Eilistraee. She has no desire to hamper your activities and will still provide you with aid. So she does not confiscate your singing swords, but they are technically property of a goddess that you don't serve anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's up to you on if you want to give them back or not.
I still have desperate need of them.
Well, then she'll
will
let you be their
obviously
caretaker
return
for
them.
now, because they'll eventually find their way back into Eilistraee's service.
Of course. Well, if she will not have me, I will still act in her best interests.
So right now, the most obvious things that would need doing to get your good graces back is there's very clearly some kind of Drow spy threat happening inside of Waterdeep. And then, of course, Dare Left is going to starve if nothing happens to them. So these are two problems that you need to solve. For the more immediate problem, you do have guards to send stuff down to the Underdark. You just need to get the food from somewhere. And of course, you are in the middle of a plague city, so good luck with that. Yep. There's also the armies on the gate outside, and
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I am one person.
Things to be doing.
Oh, there's so much to do. I should go find Rushk and Daelia.
Hey, so you leave the Temple of Eilistraee, which of course is the cool grove in the middle of the field ward, and as you're walking through the field ward to, I presume, go check on Rushk's clinic.
It is across the street.
You are immediately accompanied by two members of the city guard.
Oh, Lord.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
I'm sorry, miss. We're here under the direct orders of the Council of Waterdeep. Please pay us no mind.
Is the clinic open?
The clinic is not open.
I will knock on the door.
Miss, I'm sorry, but this establishment was raided last night under suspicion of plague spreading.
Excuse me?
Plague spreading? It's when you
on whose orders?
Disease. The Council of Waterdeep, of course.
Who the council?
I don't know, ma'am.
All right, I get out the sending stone.
What time is this, do you suppose?
It's probably like 7 a.m.
So Layrill's awake, but she's not happy because she's like,
yeah.
Xastra, I should have asked this back from you when you were here. I'm in the middle of breakfast. What is it?
Why was Rushk's clinic raided?
I'm unaware of this. What do you mean raided?
Oi, what do you mean raided?
What do you mean raided? So the guards are like, well, I heard from, command that there was a plague spreading incident in this building and the parties responsible were apprehended. I don't know more than that. I wasn't here.
All right, so I'll reply to Laryl. It seems that they raided Rushk's clinic under suspicion of plague spreading and arrested her.
I mean, I'm not directly involved in all matters of Waterdeep's government, so I assume that someone had some information to act on. We don't just do things baselessly here in Waterdeep. I know that it may look chaotic at some times, but the government does function.
And by the way, while I'm thinking about it, why do you let Daggelt Neverember run roughshod over the council?
I don't let Daggelt Neverember, quote-unquote, run roughshod over the council. Daggelt Neverember is the lord of our nearest major city, and cordial relationships between Waterdeep and Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, are very important.
Really? Because from my perspective, he was running the council.
That may have been your perspective, Miss Telarr. But I assure you, Waterdeep is still my city to govern. in as much capacity as the law allows me to do so.
Of course.
Of course. Now, is there anything important to talk about, or?
No, that's all.
Excellent. Good day to you, Xastra.
Oh dear.
Okay, how hard would it be to slip my escort?
You want to just make a roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Probably dexterity. And I'll go ahead and
Okay.
roll their keeping track of their prisoner's ability.
Yeah. That's such a roll. I got a 1
Oh no!
Total?
total.
Oh no!
They got a 4, so you're kind of squirrely and just lead them down different stuff, but they keep on you.
Oh no!
I'd like to spend a fate point to reroll this.
Sure.
Alright, so puts me at a 3. I'll spend another fate point. So that
2
puts me
fate
at
points to slip your guards.
7, and that puts me at 3, 4, 5. Alright.
You're at 5?
So a total of 5, yes.
Okay, so you manage to slip your guard, and you realize after a bit of trying to drop them on your own that the easiest way to do so would be simply to enter the fat tail.
Of course.
There is a strict no city watch, no city guard policy.
Queen.
So you just let the big orc lady at the door stall your guards while you head down inside. And then you have your choice of which way you want to leave. You could just go back up through the other side of the troll wall, or you can go down into the infinite dungeon.
Well,
I'm never going to get tired of mentioning that Waterdeep is built on the above ground of an infinite dungeon of a mad wizard that has never been cleared.
well, you need to be able to support the adventurers.
The adventure economy is in shambles.
Yeah. They'd wanted to circle back around to Rushk's clinic, but I don't think that's really going to be an option. I'm going to go find Daelia.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to go find Daelia. Daelia, where are you at this point in time?
How long has it been since we got back?
This is probably the next day.
Okay. I don't think she probably would have necessarily left. Well, I think maybe she might have just been trying to follow up on if these fucking spiders have been coming from somewhere else, or if she can track down at least a couple of them.
They're all over the place.
Oh, Lord.
You know the magic to track them because, you're ostensibly a Drow agent in the city.
Yeah.
And so it's super easy to find them all over the place. You
Oh,
set
jeez.
Ink up and he just wanders around and points his nose at various objects and just beeps.
Oh, no.
Street lamps and doorways and
Oh,
windowsills.
jeez. Yeesh.
So you're out doing this when you are cordially accompanied by 2 members of the city guard.
Lord. Oh, okay. In that case, then she'll probably just make her way back to her quarters.
Yeah, so you go into your room and you can hear them stomping around and setting up to post outside your door.
All right. Boy, howdy.
They apparently do not want you to go anywhere without supervision.
Great.
Or protection. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely protection. Okay, cool. Okay.
So,
I think
Maybe
I'm
going...
having slipped my tail. I'm going to change outfits and
Smart.
head to wherever Daelia lives.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll notice Dahlia's guards chilling outside.
yeah.
She has a very
You also-
easily break-inable back window.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to
I'm
also
just
go
going to go in the window? Yeah.
So when you go in the window, you notice evidence of there having been traps here and someone having disarmed said traps.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is Sinril here right now?
No.
Not here right now.
It would have been so funny if she was here right now.
It would have been very funny.
You. No. So Sinril's not here right now. Sinril's off doing stuff. This is the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, middle of the morning. So awkwardly hanging there, I'll knock on the window.
Okay.
It's a little balconette. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll as stealthily as possible, walk over to the window and go to the little balcony and just. I'm sure you've seen the guards that are outside of my door. How are you doing this morning?
Not too bad. Rushk got arrested.
Oh, great.
Laryl won't do anything about it.
Great. Okay. I'm guessing you also had guards trying to tail you around?
Why do you think I'm dressed like this?
Yeah, okay. In that case, I will also change what I'm wearing, and we can try and get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. So she will also change into something a little bit both more and less conspicuous looking and try to bounce.
2 elves and a cat fall out of a second or third story window of an inn, and a couple of people notice you and just kind of shake their heads and like, maybe that's just what elves are like.
Yeah.
So for now, you are city guard free, but you know that parts of the city are under quarantine because of the plague. Did I mention the plague? There's a plague.
Yeah.
And Rushk is in prison.
Oh, okay.
When did Rushk get arrested?
When did Rushk get arrested? Rushk got arrested last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's trying to go home and go to bed.
Got back. Yeah.
And when did Daggelt Neverember come to gloat?
In the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have time.
We're around the same timeline now.
More or less.
Okay.
All right. What do you think we should do?
Well, I feel like trying to obviously get Rushk out of prison is probably for the best. I could see what I can do in terms of seeing if there's any particularly sneaky way of getting up in there, but I don't know. I feel like that would probably be better than just trying to brute force it from the front.
Almost assuredly.
I'll give you an idea for free.
Okay.
I'll just do what Salat did. Get yourself some uniforms and march in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. That's always... Okay.
I've got the charisma to do that.
I'm a spy. It's fine. This is what I do. Okay.
Flawless makeup.
We
Just a
love
little
it.
bit of dirt.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. Well, if we wanted to, actually, we do have easy access to some city guards that we could
We
just
know where
get.
some city guards are. Yeah.
Damn, you're right. We sure do.
Oh, actually, how about we go back into my room? I have an idea.
Now that we've climbed out of the room, let's just hike back up there.
Yeah.
The lady on the corner is just like muttering things about how strange elves must be.
Mhm.
Can't use doors like normal people.
In my head, Daelia just has that really silly... Oh gosh, I can't remember what they're called. The whole thing with warlocks having their own little tiny extra warlock things where like you can like just levitate 10 feet whenever you want. Shit like that. Like,
Just hops up there.
yeah. Just never goes
I was
into a
gonna say
building
that.
like a normal person.
A double jump?
Elves can just
Xastra's
do
been
this.
carrying.
Yeah, elves can just do this. Have you watched Lord of the Rings? Oh, God.
Xastra
yeah.
has been carrying her Drow house emblem on her person again,
Oh, sweetie.
so she can do things like that now.
Yeah. God.
That's true.
All right. My thought is making a big, horrible, terrible noise, making the guards come in, jump them, take their uniforms, tie them up somewhere, and get the fuck out.
I've seen Metal Gear Solid. This just works. It's just easy. It's by the books. You know, it's part of guard culture, is getting
Yep.
easily bamboozled.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have yourself a pair of guard uniforms. You're ready to go.
All right. Okay. Shall we?
It's weird that they were conveniently about exactly our sizes.
I know, it's so strange.
Don't worry about it.
All right, let's go.
All right.
So, Rushk, you're in prison. You've been given a task. Mop is also here. What do you want to do? Are you going to wait for backup, or do you have a plan?
So, this isn't the first time Rushk has been in prison. Obviously. This might not even be the first time that Rushk has been in Waterdeep's prison. Would I have knowledge, that said, would I have knowledge of general operating procedure of the guards? Like, how often do they do they do cell checks and shit like that? How often do they come
you
down?
spend a
All right.
fate point, and I'll say that you've been in Waterdeep prison long enough to know what the shift rotations look like.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll spend a fate point. Take that down. All right. So, knowing what the shift rotation is like, I know that there is a rotation coming up soon. And after a rotation, the watch or the guard?
The guard, the watch is like after dark, make sure nobody's in trouble thing.
Sure. All right. So after the guard swaps out, they do a quick cell check of everybody, and I know that they take it pretty lax. They're buffoons, basically. And just so that I can visualize this is basically a tower, right? And in the middle of the tower, there is a hole. Is that correct?
Yeah,
or have I...
it's like a dugout. It's like most of a circle dugout where there's just cells, and then at the floor is just various holes you get pushed into.
All right. So I will wait until there is a guard change and the guard comes strutting by my cell. Whenever he's coming by, I will just knock on the cell to get his attention. It doesn't matter if I rouse his ire. I just need him within reach. And can I spend another fate point to say that having been in this prison before, I am familiar with the make and manage of the locks used on the cell?
Yeah, I'll let
cells.
you have that from the first fate point. You know enough about this particular prison that you could do almost any cheap trick you wanted.
All right, yeah, they're trivially easy to jimmy open. So, having gotten him to stop and having gotten him positioned basically where I want him, I'm going to use the force of me opening my door to try and angle him into one of the holes.
Yeah, all right. Let's roll his ability to notice something's up versus your ability to throw him into a hole.
All right, is that dex or strength?
Probably. Ooh, I don't know. With what your heart tells you.
All right, I'd say just for aiming, it's dexterity.
Yeah, all right. And doing it at the correct moment. It's the timing more than the way.
It's the timing, right? Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay, he's actually pretty good at noticing things up, so he gets a 6, but you do beat him.
All right.
So what does this look like? The door comes open.
The door comes open, and these are weighty things. Once you start pushing it, and once you've got it going, you don't really stop a giant fucking steel cell door. Or are they like steel, or are they those wooden fucking things?
Probably like wrought iron, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, once you get it going, it doesn't really stop. Not without significant effort, which hits him, and none of this being OSHA approved, I'm sure, there's neither guardrail nor significant safety measures in place. His armor is clunky, and maybe he's drinking on the job. He topples backwards, strikes his head on, say, a sconce that's sticking out, and in a bit of a pratfall, ends up what's the word? In fucking pool.
Crack?
Maybe? He goes in the hole.
He goes in the hole.
He goes in the hole.
Put him in the pocket.
Pocket, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's like Hungry Hippos. He just goes down.
Yeah. He goes down. And moving swiftly, I make my way to, is it Mops? Mop is in here?
Yeah, Mop is here.
All right. I pop the lock really quick, and I'll approach in a very supplicating gesture. I don't know if Mop is going to try and attack me, given that he's had quite a time.
So Mop is a little standoffish, but Mop communicates the best he can in a little cat sign language, which is mostly made of classifiers. So you can kind of understand based on his demeanor and gestures more or less what he's saying.
Okay, all right. Discord futzed out a bit there. Did Mop say anything yet, or am I?
No. So,
all right.
Mop is speaking to you in a little cat sign language. which,
Right.
as you know, sign languages are made of classifiers, so you can more or less get the big picture of what it is he's
Okay.
saying.
And Rushk has probably picked up some, like... She's at least familiar with the classifiers of whatever common sign language is used in Waterdeep and the surrounding area, just by virtue of servicing, like, minority communities and shit. So, Rushk will ask if she can assess Mop's wounds. And
Mop is very emphatic about wanting to leave. Mop wants to find the Meeks. Mop is very worried about the Meeks.
I will find the Meeks. It's going to be okay. You need to rest.
Mop is kind of bruised. Mop did get in a fight with the city guard. Mop lost that one, but doesn't appear to be like there's no broken bones or anything. They roughed Mop up and kind of scruffed him.
Is Mop sick? Was Mop the sick one, or is that the Meeks?
No, the Meeks is the sick one.
Okay. All right. So next on my list is the Fairweathers. Because they were right here, weren't they, as well?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pop a look on that and do a quick once-over. How many of them are here? It's everybody but the littlest, but Lammy?
It's, Worship is here. Corsica, Chorus, Praise, and Cookies. Or sorry, Corsica's not here. It's Chorus, Praise, and Cookie.
Corsica's the eldest daughter, right?
Corsica is Lammy's big sister, yeah.
And
Corsica and
where's
not here.
Where's Corsica?
They are with Lady Jelana Velas out in the cat village, keeping it safe.
Right, okay.
They can't leave on account of, all of the armies.
Yep. Okay, so I'll just give a very brief explanation of I'm going to get them out of here. I'm going to get them to Skullport to someone that will get them where they need to go. And last but not least, fucking, what was his name? Horgrim?
Yeah,
Holgren. He's city guard, right? Have I met him before? Am I aware of him?
I don't think you've met him before, but I mean, he's city guard, right? So more or less paid soldier, professional soldier for Waterdeep. So, he's definitely like a military type.
Right. I won't jimmy him out immediately. I want to try and get, like, the measure of him. So I'll, like, knock on his cell and say, did you ever think you'd get locked up in here?
Can't say that it ever crossed my mind.
That's funny. And just so that we're on the same page, you've been locked up because you figured out how to unmask the masked lords of Waterdeep. Is that correct?
Well, I didn't really figure it out myself, no, but I came across some notes, and I have a pretty good idea of how to do it, yeah.
I see. You realize that has painted quite a target on your back, right?
True, but it's also quite the economic opportunity.
Some people aren't interested in economy. I don't think that they see you as opportunity for profit so much as a tidal wave coming to rock the boat.
That's strange, because I've heard Mr. Lord Neverember's price on what he's willing to pay, and the gentleman that was supposed to come tell you to get me out of here. Did he happen to tell you what Xanathar's offer was? It's the highest bidder sort of situation.
I see. So I assume then that you pleaded with Xanathar for help once you caught wind of your impending arrest.
Pleading? Help? No. This is more for theater for me. They can rough me up all they want, but, if something happens to me, they lose the secret to that. And it's very, very important to both of them. Xanathar wants to know. Lord Neverember wants to know. I'm perfectly safe. Heck, you got enough coin, I'd tell you.
And how much is how much? How much is enough coin?
50 large gold dragons.
Ooh. That's a fuck lot, I'm sure.
It's a horrific amount of money. This is how much money that your clinic goes through in its entire operating costs for a couple of years.
Jesus Christ. I'm afraid that's a bit out of my price range. However, as you pointed out, Xanathar has requested I deliver you to him. If I unlock this door, will you come quietly.
Of course, I don't really want to cause more problems for myself.
I see. That's good. Before I unlock the door, I do want to be certain that you are aware there were stipulations on the job that I was asked to do. Specifically, the condition in which you were delivered doesn't particularly matter, so long as you can speak. With that in mind, I'm going to unlock your door now, and you're going to follow in lockstep. And we are going to get to Skullport on time, without issue.
Yes, ma'am.
I think around this time, a black cat will probably sidle up to your leg.
Which will look down to see ink beep, I'm sure.
Yep.
Beeps at you. Cookie wants to pet the cat.
Oh.
Cookie can pet the cat.
So there's a little tiefling girl just holding Ink, about the same size as her.
Have you come on your own, or is Miss Daelia not far behind?
I think she probably put a little, just a little piece of parchment, under his collar that just is, in some kind of cipher, just saying that they're on their way, will be there, and, as quickly as possible.
Nice. Okay. I think Rushk will break the guy out, and then probably having read the cipher, I assume there's some sort of meet us here at X, or we'll come in and
I think
do.
That probably makes most sense, because I was like, man, it's really unfortunate that warlocks don't have message or sending. I was like, what am I doing? I have a familiar that can move around.
I have a teleporting cat.
I have a teleporting cat.
Just a normal cat. All right, yeah, I think
a normal cat.
I think then on the way out, if there's cloaks and shit that we can get to just drape over everybody so that it's not immediately obvious that we are people of interest.
Yeah. I also figure that if y'all were pretending to be locked up and we were just marching you around, it also might look a little less suspicious.
Exactly.
That's one plan. The other thing is you are standing next to entrances to the infinite dungeon. You can
Why do you keep trying
to the infinite dungeon?
Why do you keep trying to make us go into the infinite dungeon? We're not going into the infinite dungeon.
You said there's
really...
Hang on. You said there's entrances to various levels, right?
Various levels, and don't forget that Skullport connects to Waterdeep through the infinite dungeon.
Yeah, Skullport is on level 3 of the dungeon.
Yeah, Skullport is in the infinite dungeon, more or less.
Oh my god.
All right, okay.
So you could just wait for us.
I guess that makes the most sense, to rally and then go through the infinite dungeon you want us to go into, and then go to Skullport, since it seems like it would be shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go through the infinite dungeon to get to Skullport.
Oh my god.
So who's scouting when you're in the infinite dungeon? Who's leading the way and making sure you don't run into problems?
Not even gonna have us get there, huh?
You want to just get there? You just want to get to Skullport? You don't want to have an adventure in the dungeon?
Meet up. I think Winter wants a scene where we meet up.
Okay,
Yeah.
So all right, so you're chilling there, waiting around the entrances to the infinite dungeon, and then motioning for Winter.
City guards walking.
City guard walks in.
The albino is hard to miss.
Yes. City guard.
One of them is a drow and one of them is an albino. It's kind of
Yeah. There is a lot of the time Rushk is fairly businesslike, but there's this sort of charm about her. None of that right now. Rushk is just very dead-eyed, very business oriented.
Oof.
Just tips her head to both of you.
Well, looks like you've done a lot of work already in getting people out of here, so I guess we might as well move with haste.
It is appreciated.
Alright, what's the plan?
That the two of you cared enough to come and get me. The plan is, what's this thing called? The Mad Wizard's Dungeon?
Yeah, it's more or less the Mad Wizard's Dungeon. I believe it has like a name, but
Something of the Mad Mage. I can't remember.
Yeah.
The plan is to deliver these two parties
Dungeon of
to
the Mad Mage.
Skullport by taking a detour through the Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Oh, that's all? Okay.
Yes, that's all. Rushk seems nonplussed.
Oh.
Do we know which one of these holes leads to level 3?
I assume they're numbered, since it seems like the number of the floor is pertinent
Yeah,
to the
you are
punishment.
supposed to know. Yeah, you are supposed to know like where you're sending somebody before you throw them into again the infinite dungeon. So
Insane penal system. Insane.
I don't understand what's wrong with the infinite dungeon. It seems like a fine system.
All right. I can bring one person who's coming with me.
I would appreciate
so
it.
getting down into the infinite dungeon's not an issue.
However we end up divvying up the work, I would like to stress the care of the Fairweather family.
Of course.
Who exactly is this other person that we're accompanying down there?
A shadow.
Okay.
There's no one else here as far as you know.
Okay.
He's behaving quietly and does not say anything.
All right. Well, I think probably at least having Ink walking ahead and then whoever wants to be next. In terms of order.
I think Xastra will be in the front. Her eyesight is the best in the dark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess actually I think Daelia would be next then.
Then the Fairweathers themselves.
Yep. And then the fucker and then me.
Hey. And you don't want to have an adventure in the infinite dungeon, is what I've been told?
I want to have an adventure in the infinite dungeon.
God.
I don't know why Rushk is so put out by this.
We're protecting like 5 people. We have children with us.
That's why it's important to protect them.
I don't know.
Many
Nothing bad has happened in either of the escort missions that we've had to deal with, obviously. They've been both fine. Nobody died.
It would be alright even if we encountered a pit. That would be fine.
God, don't remind me about the fucking pit.
Listen, historically have been a major deal.
They have. It's true. Pits, lava spiders.
Oh my god.
Really unfortunate boats.
Now hang on, I remember the lava spiders differently than the rest of you. I think it was fine.
Glad
Yeah, we got
someone
through
had
that with
fun.
no real problems.
Oh my goodness. It really was the pit that was the most potentially deadly, honestly.
Yeah, I think Xastra has a pretty good sense of direction underground, and also has probably spent a fair deal of time here, since this is also where the Promenade of the Dark Maiden is.
Oh.
If you spend a fate point, I'll let you conveniently have a route. You don't have to run into anything.
Spend the fate point. We have a child. We have at least one child with us.
I spend a fate point, and then I won't have as many fate points.
Oh my fucking god.
I did
thought you
already
were
spend
supposed
2 fate points.
Yeah.
Thought you were supposed to be a good person.
I don't know, Fallen Paladin now, all bets are off.
My character doesn't know or understand what fate points are. I, as the player, know or understand what fate points are.
God.
Much to think about.
Oh
Oh my god. Oh.
Are you just holding the party hostage at this point?
Okay, I will spend a fate point.
Your largesse is appreciated. So kind.
I don't know what everyone's problem with the Dungeon of the Mad Mage is.
I believe it's the Mad Mage part.
Well,
And dungeon. Also dungeon.
what's on level 3 of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage?
It's like slimes and naughty and things like that. It's totally fine. You know, things that children are known for being capable of dealing with.
How many children do we have with us? 1 or 2?
I give 3.
3.
Jesus.
children with us? I'm gonna strangle you alive, Xastra, if you don't get us out of here.
Oh, there's an election of ours. Fun.
We love to see it.
But yeah, no, I spent the fate point. I know how to get around down here.
So you get to Skullport, which is not the the nicest place for a family to be, but it is a great place to be if you are, say, a guardsman with a secret you are trying to sell to the highest bidder. Speaking of which, Rushk, you have an opportunity.
I do.
You do. You know of somebody else that might want to buy the information that guy is selling.
My dear friend Gresha Daga?
Your dear friend Gresha Daga could in fact be a fence for this information.
They didn't specify that they needed to be the only ones who receive the information. This would technically be to the terms of the agreement.
It would.
He should have gotten it in writing. Yeah, I think that given that I can weasel through this, I would definitely go to Gresha Daga first. Especially because I feel like I can, if I take him to Gresha Daga, I will also be privy to the information.
True.
It's true. So what does this look like when you show up to Gresha Daga with just absolute fucking nonsense?
with like 3 children, 2 parents, a city guard, 2 more city guards,
Oh no.
and a cat.
And a cat.
Very
And
important.
a cat. I think Rushk starts acting like this is normal. like there's no preamble. It's
just fine.
It's just fine.
Another day at the office.
But actually, given that Gresha Daga has known Rushk for an incredibly long time, she would be able to tell that Rushk is not happy right now. Things in a significant way. There is a smoldering beneath the surface. But she leads right into business. Gresha Daga.
Hey, Rushk. What's going on?
It's business as usual. I have a proposition for you. I have in my company an individual who has discovered a way to unmask the masked lords of Waterdeep.
Gresha Daga whistles and is like, well, that is certainly a valuable commodity. Mimo. What does it have to do with me, right?
How much are you willing to pay for that information?
I mean, secrets like that are kind of a big deal. I could probably broker it. Gosh, that's something. Does he need to be compensated?
I'm sure he won't speak without a little bit of gold to remind him of what he knows.
Of course not. Probably 70, 80 bloodstones, easy.
How much is that?
That's like
an
150 gold. It's like a
All
lot
right.
of money.
Okay, that would fund
yeah, the downside is like you can only trade that to the Zentarim, but
right. But if you're looking to build a war chest, the Zentarim are the people to go to. All right. What's his name? Holgren? Holgren, come here.
Yes, boss.
Are you interested in making a little bit of money?
Absolutely.
Tell her what you know.
So he explains the secret behind how the Masked Lord's masks work. Of course, if you want, Gresha Daga can give that information to you as well. But basically, It is a super complicated combination of illusion magic and some other things that is right up your alleyway. It is like putting a mithril on clothing.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. I assume I probably have to take a cut in what I'm getting paid, as that cheapens the secret. The more people that know about it. Okay. So he gets paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. So, I trust Greshadaga more than I trust what's his face, and now I can pay for this, so I won't sell out another favor. Who's the like lead of the whatever family?
Xanathar is
Fairweathers?
the
No,
the
sorry, of the
Fairweathers?
Fairweathers. Yeah.
That would be the dad. If you're talking about the mom, that's Worship Fairweather.
Okay. Whichever one of them would be like the decision maker that is present.
Yeah, it's a mom and her kids, so she's the decision maker.
Okay. God. I'll call over Xastra and Daelia as well. I'm gonna tap everything I've got for this one. So, as a bit of preamble for those present, this is the Fairweather family. They are very dear friends of mine, and they have been wrongfully implicated in whatever it is Daggle decided I've done.
I knew it!
Yes, it's quite a detective we have on our hands, I see.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Given that if they were left in the prison, they would have been tossed into the dungeon and likely died. Breaking them out was the only option, as I'm sure you know, once someone has decided that they're guilty, that's that. I couldn't rightfully leave them to die. Miss Fairweather, these are some of my most trusted associates. I am going to ask a very difficult question of you, and I do unfortunately need an answer now. Do you want to... You have three options. Do you want to be with the rest of your family with the what are they fucking called? Was there like a town for the Meeks, or was it the Meeks encampment?
Yeah, more or less the Meeks encampment.
Would you like to be delivered to the rest of your family at the Meeks encampment? Would you like to, if possible, I turn to Xastra, be taken into the care of the Order of Eilistraee, or would you like to be delivered somewhere far away from here?
I think that she wants to go be where her family is. I think that's the most obvious thing.
Okay.
Because she wants to see her kid.
Right. I need to figure out what the fuck to do with Lammy, because she's going to be the only one here. Oh, God. Okay. So I assume that I can just have Greshadaga arrange for that to happen if I pay her, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah,
Greshadaga will get whatever you like done.
All right. Yeah. I would like them safely delivered to their family with supplies to last.
So it's going to be a bit of an effort because they do have to smuggle them through more or less an active war zone. But no, Greshadaga can cover this.
Can I also deliver a message to Lady Jelan Velas? We sent her to... Were we remaking the Mythal there? I can't remember.
Yeah, Lady Jelan Velas is supposed to be fixing the Mythal there.
Okay. And are they like under siege or anything right now? Or are they just stuck there because there's a fuckload of military?
More or less under siege.
Okay.
Because, like, you know, the cats are under suspicion of having been the people that caused the plague in Waterdeep, so...
Okay. So, would it be possible for me to include a message to Lady Jelan Velas that has my findings on mythal creation thus far to hopefully speed along the creation and thus defense of the mythal there?
Absolutely, that makes complete sense to me.
Perfect. All right. Great. Great. Well, Greshadaga, as always, it is a pleasure doing business with you. And I turn to leave.
Okay. Terrifying.
We're supposed to deliver this fucker to Xanathar now, right?
More or less, yeah.
Right. What did Daelia have? She had poison, right? What kind of poison did you have?
It is slow acting. 3 doses of slow acting poison.
Is it fatal?
Don't know. So I don't know where it came from.
Let's say it's fatal.
Okay.
Can we say it's fatal?
Let's say it's fatal.
All right. So can I... Oh, God. All right. Yeah. So I would like to procure... a drink, something alcoholic. And I want to, obviously, approach Daelia. My dear, do you still have the implements that you employ when you are in high society?
I would say so.
Would you be so kind as to let me borrow some of them? I unfortunately was divested of everything I own most recently.
Of course. Is there anything in particular? Besides just general.
The poison.
Okay.
And your patience.
Of course.
Thank you. She'll give Daelia one of those squeezes on the shoulder. Just as thanks. And can I spike the alcohol with this?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's roll a dexterity. I'll roll it against whoever's going to be tasting it.
All right. Whoever's going to be tasting it. That is an 8. And, I'll take a swig to make it seem... Fuck, what's the word? Not judicious.
Safe?
Yeah, natural. And I will offer a swig to Xastra, because I know she's poison immune. A toast.
Know that I'd say poison immune.
Aren't you? I thought you were poison immune. If you're not poison immune, nix that. 86 it.
Poison resistant.
Yeah. It's not going to hurt her too badly, but
it won't kill her.
It won't kill me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, if it won't kill you, I'll raise the glass before taking a sip, and I'll say a toast to us for good luck, because I'm sure that we're going to need quite a lot of it in the coming days. And I'll take a swig, and I'll offer it to Xastra.
Can I have a fate point for Rushk can no longer be trusted?
Ooh.
You're not gonna go in on Rush's bit? Sure. Yeah, all right.
I hold up my hand.
Paladins not drink.
Not on the job.
I see. Well, Horgrin, I'm sure that you won't be needing much luck in the coming days, given that you're now a very rich man. But I'll hold up the flask to him. Would you still like a drink?
I am feeling pretty thirsty. So yeah, he'll take the drink. It's like kind of funny wine. Is this? It's like a Drow specialty or something. He says and laughs.
It's spiced.
Yeah, he happily drinks the wine.
All right.
Poor bastard.
Oh, hang on.
Shouldn't have been city guard.
I have another fate point.
What the fate point for?
I just tell him he shouldn't drink that.
Ooh!
Fucking God.
Oh my God!
I cause problems.
Yeah, I mean, sure
I wouldn't drink that.
Why wouldn't you drink it? Do you not like wine? He says, laughing, looking at Rouge.
If you won't drink it, then I'll gladly have the rest. I'll put my hand on his shoulder in a surprising show of camaraderie to try and get him to lower whatever guard. I don't know if I can do this since you got a fate point for it. I don't really know if you're if
he has created a problem. You now have to do this as a
okay. But so I can basically contest it more or less. All right. So yeah, you know my usual tricks, bedside manner. If I'm touching somebody, I can add my dexterity to a social roll.
I'm gonna give a bonus to that because I'm gonna give 2 to his for Xastra more or less helping him out.
That is a 9.
Damn it, I got a 7. I was so hoping. He looks a little uneasy, but he's like, wine's wine. I don't understand. I just want to get the drink. I'm just gonna sip it. I'm just gonna sip a little of it, and can I go now, please? I never want to see you people again.
Of course. Yeah. Rushk will take the drink back and, cap on, pocket the flask, and then shoot the dirtiest look at Xastra.
He smiles.
Billy's just looking back and forth between the two of them.
All right.
Why
is everyone fighting? Can't we all just have a cake made out of rainbows and be happy?
Yeah. So Saladin and his people collect Holgren and take him off to sell his information to Xanathar.
Yep.
You don't know if he's going to die before that, but he's definitely not making it through the day.
That's all right.
So yeah, you have given information to the Zentaran that undermines the security of the government of Waterdeep. So excellent job there, everybody. This is definitely normal things to do.
That's fine. It won't be around for much longer.
Remember, D&D is the game where you defend civilization.
Yeah.
We are defending civilization from fascists.
They're a democracy. What do you mean, fascism? The closed lords are employed from all walks of life. It could be anybody. It could be anybody lowering the capital gains tax.
Yep.
Oh no.
Could definitely be anyone, which is why all of their policies benefit people with a lot of money.
Listen, poor
Who
people
would
want
want
money.
that?
Poor people are constantly concerned about their speculative economy portfolio.
Yeah.
All right,
my God.
so we've got the Fairweather family being trafficked to the cat village, where Lady Jelanvlos, the worm of many spells, is attempting to keep everybody from getting in it, which is not a job that she thought was going to be difficult. Hey, does anybody remember where they left Brash Vandal?
Oh no.
She's a giant fucking gnoll who is loud as hell and loves getting into fights. I'm sure she won't be difficult to find.
All right.
Did we not just
Let's just
set
go
her
back
up
to
at
the prison.
Oh
No.
boy.
Can Ink smell down Brash Vandal?
Probably.
Should at least try. Do you want me to roll something?
Who has the most interesting idea for where Brash Vandal is right now?
I know.
7.5 foot tall Knoll woman.
I know.
All right, let's hear your ideas one at a time. Rushk.
Brash Vandal is in the Fat Tail and has
That's my exact thought.
has roused together an impromptu fighting ring.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with this. This is like Knoll Pro Resu. I'm here for this.
Okay, so I
Easily.
probably saw her when I was going through.
You probably did see her like telling people the rules and trying to like move chairs and stuff out of the way.
Oh my god.
All right,
she's,
so chairs are
she's in the
legal
Fat Tail.
sometimes. Great.
Chairs are legal sometimes,
Chairs
just
are
not in the first couple
funny.
minutes.
Chairs are legal when it's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say chairs are rule of cool specifically. If it's cool, absolutely usable.
She flagged you down and let you know that she gave the treasure to the stuff you brought to trade with Daelia. She handed it over to Val, who can be trusted with shiny objects.
Of course. Well, that's fine. As long as Val can find us supplies.
And she
I
also
have
brought you
transportation for them
over
back
to
to
a nook for a conversation where she's like, I think Val is secretly a dragon.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, no,
too
it's-
tall for an elf.
It's really obvious. Don't tell her that.
Brash Vandal is telling it to you like it's an incredible secret that she has figured out.
Yeah. Just don't let on that you know. She gets self-conscious about it.
Yeah, no, I'd never break kayfabe. Okay. So Brash Vandal isn't causing problems. We do know that the Meeks is sick somewhere, and Mop would like to see the Meeks returned. I think that Mop is probably still with you, as much as I wanted Mop to go along with the Fairweather family.
No, I think delivering Mop. Wait. Is it Meeks to the Mop or Mop to the Meeks?
The Meeks is sick, and Mop is the one that got in prison for fighting to try and defend the Meeks.
Okay. All right. So we have. Did we go to the Fat Tail to rendezvous with Brash Vandal, or are we just like, okay, we know where the Knoll is?
Yeah, there is a way out of the Infinite Dungeon in the Fat Tail. Again, the Infinite Dungeon extends the entire length underneath Waterdeep.
Oh my god.
We could also go to the Promenade of the Dark Maiden.
Yeah, which would end you in the Field Quarter, which is right. The Fat Tail is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tail's entrance is on probably a higher level. Or a lower one.
Fat Tail is probably where our interests would be best served, because that's the kind of place you'd go to when you want an information broker.
It is a hive of scum and villainy as far as the City Watch is concerned, but it's really just kind of a nice place where you can get a drink, as long as you don't mind being underground.
Hive of scum and villainy because they aren't allowed in here.
Yeah.
They have their own cop bar.
Oh God.
Which is
Things
also
like to
right
do.
next to the Temple of Eilistraee.
God damn it.
Unless anyone has something else they'd like to do, Rushk is more or less laser focused right now.
Yeah, I think we're working on a pretty tight timetable, I think.
So
we leave. I say, we leave through the promenade of the Dark Lady. We leave Mop with them because they will keep him safe.
Oh, Mop is
And-
trying to get the Meeks out. Mop will not.
I
Say.
understand. We will go get the Meeks out for you.
Oh, no. Mop wants to be part of this mission. Mop is not going to just sit. Mop is signing this angrily to you.
Oh.
Mop's not going to sit around while the Meeks is in trouble.
You heard the little man.
All right, fine. But you have to stay with us.
Mop signs something aggressively that Rushk kind of thinks he's like, you have to stay with me, or...
He says he understands.
It's not what that sign looked like, but sure.
To the Fat Tail, then?
Yep.
So you enter the Fat Tail, and Brash Vandal, off the top rope, is currently wrestling with the orc woman that's normally on guard outside.
Making friends.
One of the barmaids is very into this. And he's a fan of sports in general, probably.
Yeah, she's just really into sports.
Yeah, you know how it is.
So
I do think I have changed out of my City Watch costume.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Probably
sure you
that
all
somewhere.
before you went into Skullport.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That would make the most.
It's still in my bag of holding, though.
Fucking adventurers in their goddamn pockets of holding. All right, so
I'm saying this out loud, so I don't have to spend a fate point for it later.
Yeah, I have a bag of holding that has some spy spiders in it still, so I think just keep adding.
I think at this point, it's become a lot of spice.
it's more or less a bag of spiders at this point.
She's honestly trying to figure out if they're just multiply, if they have some horrible thing that's making them multiply by themselves, or if Cinderella just keeps putting them places, or if it's both. So whatever's funnier.
So we're
it's probably
in the
both.
Fat Tail. Various patrons are appreciating the muscular bodies of our professional wrestlers. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we up to?
Rushk is interested in tracking down information.
I need to go talk to Val.
Let's start with... So we got a few minutes left. Let's start with Xastra, and then we'll end with Rushk getting information brokered. Xastra, what are we talking to Val about?
We're talking to Val about getting supplies for Derelict.
So Val is sitting in her room, and she appears to be having a conversation with a cloaked figure exactly her height and build.
Yeah.
They both turn to you and start to greet you, and then the cloaked figure pauses, and then shuts up long enough for Val to say, "Hey, Xastra, how are things going?"
Well,
If you need that bag of treasure that you brought in, it is, and she kind of points around the room. That one?
Well, I actually came to talk to you about that bag of treasure.
Excellent. I love hanging on to bags of treasure. What do you need?
I would like to exchange that large bag of treasure. She gestures to the correct one for ongoing supplies for Derelict.
Okay, what kind of supplies?
I believe it is mostly foodstuffs.
Mostly foodstuffs. That's
Is
going
that
to
right?
be an issue, seeing as we are in the middle of a plague. But
Yeah. Well, we're working on that one.
Okay. I, with the treasure you've given me, I can probably score you some supplies now, but a kind of a high markup. So if you want this to be more equitable in the long term, you're definitely going to need to do something about that plague.
Yeah, it's on the list.
And that gentleman out in my waiting room, could you please tell him to put his knives away?
The gentleman in your... Sure, I will tell him on my way out.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I am trying out of character to think if there's anything I want to ask her about. She seems to know many things.
She does know a great deal of things.
A lot of things that she probably oughtn't.
Well, you know how it is.
Yeah, I will ask her. Do you know if there's anything we can do about Daggled Neverember?
I mean, isn't that what you're doing? I thought everything was about dealing with Daggled Neverember.
She pauses for a minute. I didn't realize that was the situation.
I told you
That
something
makes
I
many
have.
things make more
really
sense.
Try not to do that.
What?
Have I told you something I shouldn't have? Because I really try not to do that.
Okay. Well, that was very helpful. Thank you very much. I'll go.
Of course.
I'll go deal with the knife guy? Question mark? And then she just kind of walks out to see if she can find this person.
So he's not in their waiting room. But Rushk, you're looking around for information, right? So you're
Yes.
buying people drinks. There is a person that you have heard of only through reputation who looks like he should not be in this bar in this city. And because it looks like he should not be in this bar in this city, suggests that it is in fact the man himself. There is a Drow with his feet up on the table, a long, ridiculously sized hat.
God damn it.
He's fiddling with a knife.
Oh my god.
Is this fucking Jarlaxle?
It could be.
How the fuck am I related to Jarlaxle? Hang on, I need to figure out Drow family trees real quick.
What would you call your daughters married into a family where he is the uncle?
Step uncle? Uncle-in-law?
Uncle.
I have no fucking idea.
That's
wouldn't he
probably be your relation to
brother-in-law?
to Warlock.
Well, he is a Bainra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he is.
so the Drow family tree have a couple loops or
It's just very
probably.
complicated. There's a lot of adoptions.
okay.
Probably
He's like your second
probably
cousin.
something related to an uncle.
He's like your second cousin.
Yeah, maybe. Sure. God damn it.
I just love that he's described as a dandy. Incredible.
That's
What a
hilarious.
king. What a king.
So
Flawless makeup.
I'm
he's
sure
got his
that
head shaved down. Yeah.
someone of his stature, I mean, you just kind of know who he is by sight. And Rushk, given her profession, I'm sure is at least aware of him. So, if the seat across from him is open,
It's definitely open. Everyone seems to be giving him a certain amount of space.
Rushk will just tap Daelia on the shoulder and say, "Would you mind accompanying me?"
Of course.
I'll approach,
Boy.
put my hand on the seat.
Boy, howdy.
Is he the kind of guy that would appreciate not being recognized in public, or is he the kind of guy that would be like, Mr. Jarlaxle?
I am going to post an image into Drow and Dracoliches. This is the disguise he used to use in Waterdeep.
What?
Let me see this shit.
Literally, that is straight up a Zardoz,
That is Zardoz.
It's literally
That
the
is
Zardoz knife.
You want to know?
So I see
You want to know that alias's name?
What?
What?
It is Zardoz Zord.
Oh my fucking god. So this man is homosexual.
This
Extremely.
guys, is too much for me. I literally did not know about this. This is hilarious and now has to be the episode image. But I'm not dealing with whatever this is.
Oh my god.
At the time, he was disguised as the leader of a carnival,
What?
which was operated out of several ships that traveled the Sword Coast.
Oh my god.
Horrific. Thank you.
Oh my god.
But this is this guy used to use. That had to be like a
Yes.
while ago.
Wow.
We're talking about modern Jarlaxle.
This
Needs
was
to be
during the
Jarlaxle in
dragon.
the city.
This was during the dragon heist incident, apparently.
I'm so uncomfortable. It's so much.
This was during the dragon heist?
Yes.
God damn it. That means it's fuck.
Very recent.
Oh.
That's within the last 5 years.
No.
I'm not doing this. GM veto. He's dressed like a normal fucking person.
Yeah, he's dressed like he normally is, which is also insane, but not that insane.
Also insane, but not that.
Oh my god.
That's like you took
feather
one
in
of
his
everything
hat
from
is
Sephora.
Very large.
Yep.
Alright,
Yep.
alright.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if that outfit is deserving of the dandy moniker personally. I think that is just so beyond.
Yeah,
That
Zardoz
is-
is its own thing.
That is
Yeah.
that is dandy. That is dandy worthy. The other one not so much. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Feather in his cap.
normal Jarlaxle who looks like he costs as much as the bar you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
So he looks like the kind of guy who appreciates a good talking up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is he here? Is he fucking cruising? What the fuck is he doing here? The fuck are you? You have an army.
matter.
What are you doing here?
He has a city.
He has an army. He has a city. He has a trade company. He's a very
He
busy
must
man.
be. He's incognito. Not with a hat like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway, Rushk will approach the table, put a hand on the chair opposite Jalaxel, and say, "Would you mind terribly if my companion and I joined you?"
Please, by all means. You wouldn't have happened to brought something to drink. You know, it's a little bit warm in here with the athletics and theatrics.
Quite a show, isn't it? She hails from the current reigning champion, from Dereleft, city recently, shall we say, that recently rejoined. What's this fucking place called? Faerun?
Or
I think we know it's called
Faerun is the
yeah,
continent.
Faerun is the continent.
That recently rejoined the known world by the name of Brash Vandal. And yes, I can have drinks for the table. I can have drinks for the table delivered. I'll, flag down the waitress or whatever.
The one that's not engrossed in the
Yes.
wrestling.
Right.
Yeah, he looks like he has kind of expensive taste, so obviously you pop a nice bottle.
Yep. And it should be said that like professional charm Rushk has is the mask is on.
Right.
I must admit I was rather surprised when I saw you here. To what does the fat tail owe the pleasure of one so manicured as yourself?
I have many interests in the city of Waterdeep. As you know, my neighbor and perpetual conversation partner, let's say, Daggled Neverember, of course, is in the city, and that's something I concern myself with on a business level as well as a governmental level. I'm sure you can understand.
Of course.
And of course, I've heard that Dareleft is in need of supplies. As a owner of a merchant company, as well as a significant, let's say, manpower distributor, I am uniquely positioned to be able to provide their left with both food goods and security. For only a modest fee, of course.
I see that you've heard a great many things. This is a breath of fresh air. For you see, I've also had the chance to have Daggled Neverember as a, shall we say, conversation partner, as you put it, recently.
My condolences.
Thank you. And before we get too far along in this discussion, may I introduce my close associate, Madame Daelia.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Harmed, I'm sure.
And myself, Dr. Rushk. Now, Mr. Jarlaxle, I'm interested in opening negotiations with you. About over a great many things.
I'm willing to hear it.
Oh, my headphones died. Hold on.
I think it's time to introduce today's sponsor, $succubus.com. If you enter the code BLANKET at checkout, you can get 10% off your first subscription of $succubus.com. For only $1 a day, you can get any of the services of a succubus you could need for free for only $1 a day. All right, Rushk.
I don't know if that's free.
All right, I'm back.
Free for $1 a day.
Wait, all right, I'm back. Sorry about that. What happened?
Nothing. We were just talking about today's sponsor. How can we help you, Rushk?
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Jarlaxle, I'm sure that, as you've mentioned, you've noticed that Waterdeep is rather alive recently. And it was terribly kind of you to offer your services to our left, but I believe that you would be best served here, or at least near here. There are... Is it the Flaming Fist mercenaries that are outside the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're just out here in fucking whatever.
They're just fucking out here.
And then there's also the orcs that are coming down, right?
Yes. Orcs being chased down out of the mountains. Allegedly by some horrible dragon.
Allegedly. Are there any other armies we should know about other than Jarlaxle's?
Oh my god.
Jarlaxle just smiles at you.
All right. Perhaps it would be best if we did this in order. To their left, rather than aid and security, would you be able to deliver topsoil?
Topsoil is not something that I generally trade in. That would be very difficult to procure.
I see. That's a shame.
Workers to move the topsoil and do whatever else you need with it. Definitely something. Protection for Derelef, foodstuffs, things like that. But topsoil itself is kind of tricky.
I see. Then perhaps we could keep a pin in farmers and ferrymen and porters for the topsoil. Not at the moment, but it's good to know that you have those services available. Now, moving matters closer to home. Oh god, there's also the threat of the Drow. Oh my god.
We've got a lot going on.
There's a fucking lot going on.
We have a three-pronged problem.
Would it be possible, this is out of character, would it be possible to, I don't know if Jarlaxle is here alone or if his contingent is nearby or like what the situation is. Would it be possible to have him position his army in such a way that the Flaming Fist mercenaries have to reposition and pull away from Waterdeep?
I think that's something he could be asked to do, yeah.
Okay, all right.
On the other hand, if you bring Luskan mercenaries to Waterdeep, it could be construed as an act of war.
That's fine.
Fine, you say.
Yep. That's fine.
You're a very dangerous person to know, Miss Rushk.
I have been told that by a great many people. Well, Mr. Jarlaxle, I shall look to the left and the right. I must admit, I would love to continue negotiations with you, but given that I have earned a name for myself as such a dangerous person. I'm a bit hesitant to talk matters of business in public. Would it be possible to arrange for a more private meeting?
Of course. I can either meet you at yours, or you can come back to mine.
Having Jarlaxle go to the clinic, I'm sure would do wonders for Rushk's reputation. Perhaps we could meet in the middle. Daelia, you're familiar with brokering, shall we say, meetings, yes?
Are you looking for suggestions of places, or?
Yes, some neutral ground for the both of us. Secure, of course.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Wonderful. Well, Mr. Jarlaxle, I'm very interested in talking business with you. At the moment, though, there are a great many pressing issues that need to be attended. Just for future reference, what forms of payment do you accept?
Any and all you have access to. Letters of credit, no reputable letters of credit, bloodstones, gold coins, silver coins.
Would you be interested in
goods and sundry?
How would you feel about portions of Waterdeep?
He puts his feet off the table and leans forward. Portions of Waterdeep.
Yes, I expect it will become quite busy here. There will be a great deal of reorganization. There's a great deal of reorganization in the cards for Waterdeep.
Oh boy.
Can I know which cuts of the cow we're thinking of, or do I have to wait for the slaughter?
We've yet to find out how large the cow will be.
You have a butcher in mind?
Several.
Well, I hate to tell professionals how to do their work, so let's say that I'm interested.
Wonderful. Then, when next we meet, perhaps I will have a better idea of what cuts are available for you. Shall we shake on it?
Of course. And he offers you his hand to shake. He even takes the glove off first.
I see. God damn it. He's checkmated me. Fine. I'll take my glove off as well.
His hands are super soft.
Yeah, they're fucking moisturized. Motherfucker is like a mercenary commander or whatever.
10-step Korean skincare regimen.
Yeah, he uses fucking pumice stones and everything to get rid of those persistent sword calluses.
Yeah, he's here to shop at the Meeks and Mops shop.
Oh my god. Oh my god, could we have gotten him with fucking skincare bullshit? Oh, I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
All right. Wait. Mr. Jarlaxle, having had the opportunity to shake your hand, I can't help but notice that your skin is immaculately cared for.
Yes, well, there's no one closer to you than yourself, of course.
Truer words have never been spoken. As a doctor, I wish that many would take that to heart. Now, more on topic. Have you heard of the Meeks and Mop Emporium?
I have, actually. I was hoping to visit later, when they're... I was unfortunately found out that they have been closed due to some sort of disturbance. I was hoping to visit them later when things have quieted down.
So, well, I am presently in the process of quieting things down for them. It was, if I may be so bold as to say, myself and my compatriots, I gesture to Daelia, who brokered the deal that allowed them to sell their goods in Waterdeep through Madame Jelanvalas. If you would be willing to, say, offer me a bit of a friendly discount, I could do the same for you at the Emporium.
Actually, considering it's not being used at the moment, that could be a potential place for us to do. We could meet up with him there. Give him a sampling of the wares. Testers. Go to Sephora.
Yeah.
Suggestion meeting in Sephora.
Plan the revolution in Sephora. All right. I like that. Can we do that?
Let's do it. You do have to rescue the Meeks, but
yeah,
Mop will absolutely let you use the premises for insurrection and treason and murder, assassination, and all the various crimes you're considering.
Considering is a light word.
Situation.
Hello. Excuse me, Mr. Jarlaxle, this is our compatriot, Xastra Telarr.
I believe we already know
Xastra!
each other.
It has been an age. Tell me, how is your sister?
Oh boy.
We haven't talked in a while.
Oh.
I'm sure she's doing fine.
Rat.
Oh. More to the point, our illustrious patron of this bar has asked me to tell you to put your blades away.
He spreads his hand. Do you see blades?
Well, that's my job done. She will sit down.
Mr. Jarlaxle, at the moment, as I'm sure you know, the Emporium is closed, but I have a feeling we'll be able to have it open rather shortly. If you're amenable to it, would you meet us there tomorrow, around noon?
I will put it into my schedule.
Wonderful. Oh my god, we're in so much trouble.
Everything is so delightfully complicated.
How does Daelia feel about what she just heard get talked about?
Definitely just slipping in and out of dissociating, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Just like, oh boy, everyone is fighting, everything is getting so messy. Everything is a nightmare. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. She also had nothing to do with any of the fact that there's even more of a Drow presence in this city right now. It's not her fault.
Surprisingly not Dahlia's fault. I think Xastra didn't hear what we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh. Just want my friends to get along. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen again. It's fine.
Axel wants to know how you've been keeping on with his grandniece.
Oh, he asked Daelia this? Sir, I'm sorry, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Oh, did I speak out of turn? I'm so sorry. I didn't know that these things were.
I think some gears are turning in Xastra's head.
She's connecting the pieces.
I think in general, she's just been very tied up recently, so.
I see. Well, as long as she's enjoying herself.
Elia, how old is Sinril?
Not 100% sure on that one. At least me as a player, I am not.
Answered this question at some point, and I could not tell you.
Yeah.
I believe you said that the two of them were about the same age.
Yeah, so, well, Dahlia's around 150, 160.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh boy.
Xastra looks pale.
What? Would love for those thoughts to be shared.
Tell you about this later.
Alright. Hey.
Oh god, that'll be an incredibly funny relationship. Can't wait for that. Alright, so we're going to meet Jarlaxle for drinks at the Cat Gremlin Emporium / Sephora, where we will talk about overthrowing the government of Waterdeep, which may or may not be better than what Daggle fucking Neverember has planned.
It's almost assuredly better than what Daggle fucking Neverember has planned.
This is just what good leftists should be doing.
This is praxis.
So something
We're
very
voting
important
with the rapier of disrobement.
Yeah. Something very important that I have discovered while looking at things.
Oh no.
The symbol for his trade company is his hat with a feather and his eye patch.
Yep.
Okay.
Is he even missing an eye? Is he even missing an eye? Oh my god.
It's literally just like an anti... Oh god, I'm skipping.
It's an anti-bullshit magic thing, and then if he moves it over to his other eye, it lets him see through shit.
Oh my god.
Prevents magical and psionic intrusion, or if shifted, enhances his vision, also enables him to see through doors.
If you've ever heard of Harlequin from Shadowrun, he's just the D&D version of that.
Oh god.
Speaking of Harlequin, he seems like something straight out of a fucking Harlequin romance.
Yes, he does. He really does.
Yep.
He's just the most piratey drow man I have ever seen in my life.
This is correct.
God, he's incredible.
God.
He didn't need to describe to disguise himself as Zardoz.
He did
just
not.
did it
No
for fun.
no one asked for this. No one asked.
He literally just did this for fun.
Oh my god.
He's incredibly normal.
Where did this picture come from exactly?
It's just on the wiki.
So
Oh my
if you
god.
go to Forgotten Realms wiki under Jarlaxle, you'll see
It's
aliases.
just there. It's just
And one of
there.
them is Zardoz Zord, and that is the only one that has a link.
Before we get too far into these horrific weeds, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for being here while we plan Insurrection. And I hope that you join us next time for the thrilling continuation of, I don't know, assassinating Layrel Silverhand. I'm not really sure where we're going with this, but it's going to be interesting. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.